This is part 2 on how to keep your chickens. So today we're going to be introducing the coop, and this is going to be a series of 3 to 5 parts, all about 5 minutes long. So if you can just follow me this way, you can see here we have made it so that it is easy to open and close the coop door when we come out in the morning to let the chickens out of their house, and in the day. Perfect time, Donna and Jazz. When they come out in the day, to lay their eggs in the morning. So that's really, I think a great idea. So what we did here is that's the new chicken, so they're getting a little bit of fights, but that's, if you see part 1, you can see how to prevent that. So we'll prevent it as much as possible. So if you can see here, we drilled, come on guys, stop. We drilled 2 screws into the nesting box floor. Let's see. Nope, we didn't get any eggs. Someone just left the nesting box. Then we got a sturdy, heavy-duty rope that we looped up to a screw eye up there, and on the door. So then we tied a knot at the screw eye on the door, which goes up, and then we can pull it and let it go to close the door. Very handy. I definitely recommend it to everyone who's out there who wants to build a coop. So second of all, we have our nesting boxes. So this is hard to prevent, but we have this little gap right here. And water was getting into the nesting boxes, which we definitely do not want, because we don't want their eggs to get all soaked. So what we invented is we got this hardwood that we just had lying around and a board, and we nailed it together so when the rain comes down, it will deflect off and roll off here instead of going down the holes. Again, definitely recommend doing that for everyone building a coop. Okay? Now, as you can see here, we have the timer. So the timer is used because it's winter here, and they need to have at least 15 hours. Well, they need 15 hours of light a day if you want them to lay. So you can see we just have an automatic light in here, and if you can get an eye on in there, there is a light hanging from the ceiling from a screw eye, which is handy. If you can't see that, that's all right. But there's a big light. But what you can see here, we put a window here because we just had this stained glass window. You can see we have the roosting poles on either side at the door and over here. They will hang out on those at night, and that's where they'll be sleeping every night. So, yeah, definitely recommend all that kind of stuff. It's better to put all the money in it and get it done while you can than to spend all the money and get a whole bunch of problems. We like to catch the problems before they have an effect on our chickens. So, also what you can see here, we have a blue heavy-duty camping tarp up there so that if there is any leaks in the roof or anything, no water's going to get in there and soak the sawdust. The pine shavings. So, we're almost done here for part 2, but now I'm going to discuss the run. So those are our new chickens, as you can see on part 1.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, they're really cool. That's a Buff Orpington, Barred Rock, and then we have all the light Sussex mixed with high lines, and then the light Sussex mixed with Rhode Island. So you can see here is we use this little latch. Works perfectly. Nothing can get out. Simple. And also what we recommend, so that's all you need. Don't need all this. What I recommend is cutting a little hole in the wire right there so that you can see that when you're inside, you can just reach your hand through, pop the lock. So yeah, I definitely recommend all that. Also, you can use that Here, I'll grab a sheet. You can use this chicken wire, which I mean, it's fine, but I don't really like it. It gets caught together. What we use, this. This is perfect. It's heavy. Donna's reaching her head through. It's perfect. It's sturdy. It's not gonna break, and it's big enough so that they can't escape, and small enough so that raccoons can't get in. And we haven't had any problem with rats, so it's pretty good. Now, there's one last part of the coop I'm going to show you guys, which is the door. This is what we call a clean-out door. See, we don't use a lock. We just get it from this bush over here. And you can see we have a simple lock that we just slide that right through. Again, cutting right here. I recommend it. So you can reach through and pop it when you're inside. But you can see it's really, really easy when you're putting the water in. But one thing I want to show you guys is this. This is very important. If you put pine shavings in there, you need one of those. All right? You need one. It is mandatory. Here, you can probably see it from over here. Okay. So you can see that there's a stick out in the floor. Maybe. Get out of there. So what we built is we got two little planks, like about this thick. Just come over here. About that thick, about that long. Cut in half. And then we drilled those together. Then we got two tiny little slivers, about that big each, and we drilled those onto the pieces of wood. Then we put the water on so it makes like a step, which is kind of cool. So then what we do, here, maybe I can get a good view of it. Just come back over here. I might be able to snag it while they're still in there. Okay, back up. Ladies, back up. So,
don't slam Donna's head in there.
Can you see that?
No.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, yep.
Go get it. There you go.
Oh,
so can you see that? Can you see that? Jules, can they see it?
Yes.
Okay. Move over. Here we go. Okay. So, that is what I mean. You put the water on the top, on like the little ledge, and then you put the food on the lower parts because literally they are just brutal. They will destroy everything in there. They are brutal little animals. So that ends part 2 of this 4 to 5 part series. Okay, see you next time. Bye.
Right away.